Hello out there. From the days of gramophone onto the times of turntable deck as a gadget for playing back recorded song, music has been an exciting experience and one with a universal phenomenon that's transcended generations. As time progressed, those equipment became an instrument of playing back to a large audience and in such manner that it can support continuous play, transition from one song to another, and ultimately the ability to mix songs creatively for entertainment. Those gadgets, in all of its evolution, have become a defining tool for those in the disc jockey business. Yes, DJs. And of particular interest on this week's edition is the rising profile of female disc jockey in Nigeria. Slowly but surely, they are fast becoming a community of entertainers using the wheel of steel in a traditionally male-dominated industry. This is the story of female DJs in Nigeria. Please stay tuned. The term disc jockey as an act and as a title for individual with the ability to mix different sources of pre-existing recorded music is one that has a long but documented history. Until the 1930s, when the term was coined to the first ever DJ dance party by Jimmy Savile, in 1943, radio presenters who introduced phonography records on air had that appendage to their job. Of course, all of that started with a man, Leon Scott, who invented the phonoautography, the first device used to record sound, while the improvement of that is credited to Thomas Edison's phonographic cylinder, which first allowed for playback of recorded sounds, which had its dominance first in radio broadcast. So that from 1950s, when the radio DJ were hosting shows on the street of Jamaica, blasting beats from huge public address system, to the 70s, when mixing consoles specialized for DJing were in vogue, especially Technics SL1200 turntable, which became the most popular turntable for DJs due to its high direct drive design. Hip-hop DJs began using the Technics SL1200 as musical instruments for its ability to manipulate records with turntablism techniques such as scratching and beat juggling, rather than merely mixing records. The profession, its equipment, and the professionals have continued to evolve.
Because I've been part of the whole transition, the whole process, there doesn't seem to be too much changing for me. Yeah. But I will tell you, first of all, I mean, we're more mobile now than we were at the other time. I mean, in the past. In the past, I traveled with about 4 or 5 crates of records for every gig. Crates of records are not easy to carry. So in fact, in terms of mobility, you're kind of not so, and then we were more technical because you work predominantly manually, you know, even the decks you work with, the turntables, this is what we were using at the time, and every song you play, you buy. So it was more expensive to be a DJ at the time, you know. Right now, I mean, you have a whole lot of very mobile equipment. Technology has assisted a lot of things. There are buttons that you could, press and make some manual things, automated. You understand what I'm saying? The music, there are MP3 files, MP4 files that you play with. So with a flash like this, I could go around the world. Do you understand what I'm saying? So in terms of that, you would say, okay, maybe now it's not a bad time. It's a better time than then because you're more mobile. In the area of, keeping it really professional, now because of technology is now accommodating a whole lot of, people waking up in the morning and by night they're DJs, or rather they are perceived as DJs, which is not exactly the best. It's not the best for the profession,
And the music, you don't refuse it. You
DJs may create beats using percussion, breaks, bass lines, and other musical content sampled from pre-existing records. In hip-hop, rappers and MCs use these beats to rap over.
Yeah, the DJ is the life of the party, and if you really want a great party, then you need a great DJ. And absolutely, I'm one of the people that will tell you, not because you like or you think a DJ Switch or a DJ Jimmy Jack, people who are making money, that's why you want to be a DJ. You must be a performer. And when I say performer, not necessarily the Wizkids and the P Squares, you know what I mean? But you must know how to perform what you're playing. You must know, if I'm gonna drop, say I'm gonna drop a song like, any man with a son that away, or if then a beef you will clap for them. You see, when I drop that song, my body language should be able to, I'm like, away. Do you understand? I should be ready to tell you guys, this is what you need to do at this time. So you need to be a performer, a born performer, or learn the craft.
DJs use equipment that can play at least two sources of recorded music simultaneously and mix them together. This allows the DJ to create seamless transition between recordings and develop unique mixes of songs. Often, this involves aligning the beats of the music sources to their rhythms so that they do not clash when they are played together, either so two records can be played at the same time or to enable the DJ to make a smooth transition from one song to another.
You know, it's better now than it used to be, no doubt. But in the past, I mean, even till now, quite a number of people do see it as hobby. You know, some people still wonder how come that's your job, you know. Not with me, but with a whole lot of other younger DJs, you know, and I think that needs to change. You need to understand that it's a profession. You know, what do DJs do? They play music. What do footballers do? They play football. If football can be taken as a professional, you know, endeavor. I mean, chasing round balls about.
22 adults.
You understand what I'm saying? 22 grown adults, you know. So, I mean, pretty much. So, I always tell people, like, this is what we do, and it's not as simple as it seems. You know, it's a profession. It takes a whole lot of, you know, brain work. You know, it's not everybody that can put music together continuously and get people, you know, moving from this stage to this stage to this stage to that stage. So.